morning, traders. This is Shegun Chart 247. I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. So we are, as I promised, I said I will be doing the update on the pairs we have, and on Thursday we took a sell on the US dollar Japanese yen. The trade is still on, but it's going nowhere. Basically, you can see how long the price spent in this area. The post was to sell a continuation, this one, okay, that I posted in terms of looking for a move to the structures, okay. And we said the first target area is 156.28 and the second target is 155.23, 156.28, which is here. And as you can see, this thing has been, it's going down, but not with any strong momentum. It came below the momentum high. We are now coming back above the momentum high, which for me is not a good thing. Okay, if you look at this, that's the momentum high there. Okay, and you see we are coming back above it. We came back above it here. Second time, this is the third time, and it doesn't represent a good, even though we're in profit on it, but I'm going to close the position. Okay, we have to reassess what is currently going on in the dollar yen. So let's move to the next one, which is the pound US dollar. This one is the only one that has actually given us a good profit. Okay, I took this trade on Friday, sorry, Friday morning, just before the London session. That was the entry there, and it moved nicely. Okay, we can see, and we've seen the completed wave structure 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this has matured, and we can look to close the trade on the pound US dollar 80 pips. Okay, I'm closing it on the MetaTrader as well. So that's the pound US dollar. The idea with the pound, if you look at this move here, this is a sell structure. We broke the sell structure and the price rallied. Above the structure we buy, below the structure we sell. Now we are trading above the 5, the previous momentum high. Okay, this high here. And that is actually the key price point going forward in the pound US dollar. If we come below it, we can look to execute a short after a retest of it. You can see that price corresponds nicely with the Wednesday high. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 4 daily high there. Let me do something quickly. What am I looking for? Looking for the 4. You can see that will be the 4 daily high. Okay, and if we are coming below the 1 daily high, which has been traded only once, okay, you probably need to see a failure above this 1 daily high before we can take an early short in the pound US dollar. Last but not the least is the CAD yen, which I'm not going to close because this is a new position. This is a short-term move. Okay, the stop is very small. Our expectation is for price to get to the 200% or the extension 1 before we can look for a sell. This first move did not settle. That is why we're buying this as a reversal. If I do something here, let's remove the drawings. Okay, it's messy, but there's a clear information in there. Let's use the 5 minutes chart. You see, look at this here. This is a structure test. That move there is a structure. We tested it. We came below it once. We made a higher high after testing it. So that calls for the upside move. Okay, this move here. I'm doing this because some people may be asking the question, why are you buying that? Okay, after a test, we came below a test. That should be a sell, but we had a higher high. Then we wait for a pullback that failed to make a lower low. That is a strong reversal. That's one of our strategies. And what we have to do in that case is to measure the low to the high, which is this, and look to target the extension 1 or the 200%. Okay, so this will be the target here. I can just use the extension 1. So it's not a big trade per se, but nonetheless, we've seen the one daily high traded twice. The second one made a higher high, so we will have another higher high above there. That is why we use the 4 bar rule in one of our trading strategy. So the one that I posted yesterday, I entered the trade early, US dollar Canadian. I posted it yesterday morning. This trade, that trend reset. The trade did not work out the way I was expecting it to work out. We said price should not come below the 136. Let me see if I have it here. We said the trade should not come below the 136.24. It did traded below it, you can see. Okay, and that invalidated this setup basically. The idea is we were expecting the first break, which we saw before I posted the trade, and I said the second break. I actually took a trade here on the 15-minute chart on that candle, and that trade did not even go into profit before the price started moving back. So that closed us out, which is okay. Okay, this is no longer a trade I'm willing to take for now. We have to wait. Maybe above here we can try another attempt, but I will need this high to be cleared. So basically the one daily high needs to be broken once. Then if we see a pullback to test the structure, 3 daily low, we can buy. Okay, but anything here is not my cup of tea. Basically, we're not gonna get involved in it. One last trade that I'm going to look at, actually two, we will look at the New Zealand US dollar because that caught my eye yesterday. Look at this. Let's look at this from the 1 hour chart. So we broke above the momentum high. Fantastic. We broke above this previous momentum high. Okay, no, this here, I'm not sure about this one. It's too late. That's not a momentum. I don't know, maybe that was on a smaller time frame. Then this is a key structure. We broke above a structure, we broke above a momentum. Now we need to see a pullback. Okay, because you can see the low, a higher low. They broke the internal lower high. Okay, and we need to see a test inside this that will create us a pocket to buy. Okay, so a simple way of setting yourself up for this New Zealand is to see a move up, to see a move down into the buy zone. As long as the buy zone holds, you can see we have 3 daily high, 2 daily high, 1 daily high inside here. So if we traded below inside this zone and start to come back above the structure, all right, we will buy the New Zealand US dollar. Very similar to the Australian dollar US dollar, very similar to the Aussie. Okay, you can see what I'm talking about. So that's the structure. This is the downtrend. Look at that. Okay, and that downtrend finished. So this is a reset. If this reset did not go above the 2, we may see a continuation move back to the downside. But right now, because of how strong this momentum is, we can do the same thing we did, measured it from the low to the high, look to capture a buy. It could be a short-term buy, we don't know yet. Okay, oh magnets, come on. That's your zone of engagement, and we have to apply the same principle. It comes in, wait for a break, that is the participation on a smaller time frame, a pullback that failed to make a lower low. Maybe we can get a buy off this 50% or 2 daily high. Okay, the better, uh the more key point broken, the better it is. Okay, so that is basically it for those pairs. So the current one we have, which is a very short term trade, is the Canadian Japanese yen. My expectation is for price to get to this area here before we can think of something else. All right, so if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. My name is Shogun Chat 247. I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. I wish you a successful trading week, and God bless.